Welcome to the $100 MBA Show. Whether you're shoveling snow or sitting at the beach, doing the dishes or doing yoga, we are so proud to be in your ears with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today is a guest teacher episode. We have Nathalie Lussier teaching you how to sell out your first live event. This is actually really timely for Nicole and I because we're hosting our first major live event in September, Webinar Ninja Live. And the reason why we want to do a live event is because you just can't beat that in-person live experience. Something happens in the room in a live event where you form these strong bonds. You build these connections with each other. Not only with the audience, audience members connecting with each other, but you and the organizers, the people that are running the event, you build this bond that's really, really strong. And today you will learn from Nathalie Lussier how you can sell out your first event. So let's get down to business. Today's episode is sponsored by Future Advisor. Think you'll have enough money to retire? Not necessarily. Hidden broker fees and unexpected taxes make your advisor and Uncle Sam richer while you slave away through the 70s. Not with Future Advisor. Future Advisor's a Nobel Prize winning strategy and intuitive financial software ensures that you get the most out of your investments so you're able to retire sooner. If you have any type of retirement account, do what I did. Go to futureadvisor.com/MBA and get a free portfolio analysis. That's futureadvisor.com/MBA. Today's guest teacher, Nathalie Lussier, helps thousands of people all around the world get techie with it. She's a digital strategist and has been featured on Forbes, Inc., Fast Company, VentureBeat, Mashable, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, and Under 30 CEOs. So she's really well established in what she does and has a lot of experience when it comes to organizing live events. That's why she's a great guest teacher for today's episode. You can learn more about Nathalie at nathalielussier.com. We'll put that link in today's show notes at 100mba.net/MBA191. I'm going to pass it on to Nathalie now so you can sell out your first live event. Take it away, Nathalie.
Hi, this is Nathalie Lussier, and I'm so excited to be on the $100 MBA. Thanks so much for having me. So in this episode, I'm going to be telling you exactly how to sell out your first live event. And the reason why I'm qualified to be talking about filling your first live event is because in 2013, I held my first live event, and we got 80 amazing women into a room with 2 guys, which was also very brave men. And it was definitely an undertaking. It was not what I expected because selling a live event is very, very different from selling courses or products in other ways. So 2013 was our very first year, and then in 2014 we got 150 people in our next event. And by the way, this event is called Off the Charts Live, and it's all about taking your business off the charts. And I want to tell you a little bit about the first one that we held because it was such an undertaking, like I mentioned, and we decided to plan this event basically 3 months out. So we decided in February we're going to have this event in May, and we started working on it. And it was definitely interesting in terms of what was required to plan this event. And if you are planning to do a live event, you will have to know what's involved. You definitely have to know about all the planning and all of that good stuff, just because it is so many details that need to be pulled together to pull off such a great live event. So what I want to talk about is why filling a live event like this is so different from selling products and courses. The first one is that you really need to overcome people's objections. With an online product or a book or something else that you're trying to sell, or even a service, it's a very different proposition. With a live event, you're actually asking people to leave their home, travel, set time aside, set money aside for travel expenses, and really, take a chunk out of their month, and maybe sometimes their year if they don't travel very often. So that is right there. It's a really big objection that you have to overcome. And it's one of the things that you need to address in the marketing of your event. And I'm going to tell you some of my favorite tips for really overcoming these objections. But one of the ways, if you've never done a live event, is to talk about the magic that happens in the room at a live event. There's just something special that happens when people come together in person, face to face, that you just don't get when you're in an online interaction. And that's one of the things that I do a lot in my marketing is I focus on what are they going to get when they actually do the work, move themselves, take a plane, take a train, whatever it is that they need to do to get to a live event, meet other amazing people just like them in person. So one of the other challenges that comes with planning a live event is that you need to plan it ahead of time. So like I mentioned, my first event, we pulled together in just 3 months, which was a bit crazy. And I remember telling myself, I never want to do this ever again, all the way leading up to the event. And then on the day of the event, I was like, I want to do this kind of live event every single day, all the time. So it's definitely, pros and cons, love-hate relationship when it comes to putting together a live event. But what I want to talk about is the importance of keeping people engaged before they get to the event. So the nature of doing a live event means that you need to have things planned out ahead of time, and you need to get people excited about your event to get them to come to your event, but you also don't want them to be so excited but also kind of put off by the fact that they have to wait so long to get there and to get the experience that they're being promised. So this is where having some sort of strategy to keep people engaged between now and the time that your event is going to happen is key. So in my case, what we've been doing is we've been giving people the recordings from the previous years when they buy their ticket for the next year. So that's definitely one way. If this is your very first event, you can think about what other bonuses you could offer or other content, or maybe doing exercises or something to keep people super engaged, to get them some value before they even step into the room at your live event. And I think if you can do that well, that will transform the experience that people have in the room. So another idea might be to have like a Facebook group or something that participants can basically meet each other before they actually meet in person. So it's really getting the best of both the online worlds and the in-person live event vibe that people are going to be getting. All right, now let's talk about selling tickets. This is the thing that so many people struggle with when they're trying to fill their first live event. So the first thing I want to talk about is the reality of selling a live event ticket. You're probably not going to make most of your sales or most of your spots at your event through direct ticket sales. And that sounds totally counterintuitive, but this is the reality of what I've experienced, and I've had other friends and mentors and clients tell me the same thing. When you do a live event, there are definitely a lot of costs involved, and you think, okay, well, I'm going to set a pretty high ticket price, and that's going to cover the cost of doing the event. But I've found it to be really hard to sell tickets directly as they are just, a one-off ticket to come to your event. So instead, what you want to do is you want to offer additional value when people purchase a ticket. So for example, that might be an early bird VIP offering. So I've done this in the past where if people signed up, the first 20 people to sign up, they'll get a VIP lunch or VIP cocktail or something else on top of just coming to the event. People love these kind of special deals that they can get, especially when it comes to live events. They want to feel special, pampered, and treated like a star. And that's what you can do when you offer these kind of special incentives to get people to purchase tickets directly. But not only that, you'll also want to offer a bring a friend offering, just because people want to come with other people that they already know. The interesting thing that happens with live events is that you get into all of the human interaction and emotional stuff that comes up. So if you've got people like me who are pretty introverted coming to your live event, then they're going to be considering a ton of other things on top of the money and time required to get to your event. They're also going to be thinking about, will I know anybody in the room? Is this my kind of place and my kind of event? Am I going to fit in? Am I going to be wearing the right clothes? And am I going to be able to meet great people? So one of the other things that I really recommend when it comes to promoting your live event is to also talk about who else is going to be there and who this event is really for. So a lot of times I see people promoting their event all about the content and the stuff that they're going to be teaching at the event, but that's really not one of the things that people are really looking for when they're evaluating which events to go to. They're really looking for who else is going to be there, and am I going to make new contacts and friends and people that are going to, help support me in my business and in my life going forward. So remember this, sell the experience, not the information, because people could take online courses, they could read a book, they could do all kinds of other things to get the same information. What they're really looking for is that connection with other people, most likely like-minded, and I like to say like-hearted people at my events. So I do have one other trick to get more people to attend your first live event, and that's offering tickets as a bonus for other programs that you're selling or promoting. So in my business, people who sign up for Marie Forleo's B-School program get a bonus ticket to come to my live event off the charts for free. And not only does it help me, make an affiliate commission on something like B-School, but it also gives additional value that they wouldn't get from just an online program like B-School. And not only that, but then they get to meet the people that they've been connecting with for the past few weeks by coming to a live event and meeting everybody in person. And it also gets more people to come to my event. It builds more buzz. It just has a lot of great win-win-win situations happening there. I also like to offer a bonus ticket to Off the Charts to some of my higher priced online programs. So some of them are my very best clients, and of course I want to meet them in person, so I offer them a free bonus ticket to come to our live events as well. So those are other ways to really think about how can you get people to your first live event. And the benefit of doing it in the bonus way, like I just mentioned, is that people get to know you, they get to experience the feeling of being in this amazing group program and what it would be like to meet these same people in person and what it could do for their business and their lives going forward. So really you want to create that experience before they even get in the room, and that in itself can help you sell even more tickets. And definitely make sure to offer a bring a friend special offer as well. So you can do that either when people sign up or after people have signed up, you can give them a special link with maybe a discounted bring a friend offer. Sometimes you'll see that people want to bring their spouse or their business partners or just, a friend to tag along with them. So to recap, you'll really want to overcome all of people's objections when it comes to time and travel and cost of getting to your event. So for us, we like to say, we've had people come to Off the Charts who came from Australia and New Zealand and Europe and all over Canada and the US, and that does help us sell it in that way. But if it's your first time, you can definitely talk about, the benefits of coming and displacing themselves to get there in the room and meet other people just like them. And then you'll definitely want to be sharing who else is going. You can do that in your Facebook group, but you can also take some of the people's pictures, or if they give you their permission, and put that on your sales page as well, just so people can see, are these my kind of people and am I going to fit in with this group? And then definitely offering your tickets as a bonus to other programs that you're promoting, either as an affiliate or your own programs. Or if you're going to be doing direct ticket sales, make sure to be offering some special timeline early bird bonuses to get people off the fence, just because the nature of these events, people like to put off these kinds of decisions, and you want them to get off the fence and say yes to your event. And definitely plan ahead and keep people engaged before the event by having a Facebook group or giving them other content and exercises to keep them totally excited about your event so they actually come when the time rolls around. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'd love to have you come and join me over at NathalieLussier.com. And if you want to find out more about the event, it's happening in Dallas, Texas, May 15th to 17th, 2015 at offthechartslive.com. And definitely come over to the free 30-day listbuildingchallenge.com. That's where I teach you all about how to build your list so that you can actually send emails that will help you fill your live events as well. All right, that is all for me. Thanks so much for having me on the show. I'm excited to be here. Nathalie Lussier signing out.
Today's show is sponsored by Future Advisor. Make sure your retirement plan pays off. With Future Advisor, they make it super easy for you to get going and plan your retirement. When I used Future Advisor's website, it was super easy. All you got to do is plug in your investments. If you go to other places to do your retirement, you get all these robo-advisors that don't really give you great advice. Future Advisor really makes sure that you get the right advice for your retirement plan. I wish our parents had something like this when they were planning out their retirement. What Future Advisor has been doing for retirement planning has been really groundbreaking. They've been featured on Fortune, Wall Street Journal, Fox News, and their software is so efficient, they'll show you where your current portfolio is lacking and how to fix it for free. Again, all you gotta do is just plug in your investments and let Future Advisor take it from there. The whole thing takes like 2 minutes. So if you have any type of retirement account, do what I did. Go to futureadvisor.com/MBA and get this free portfolio analysis. Future Advisor, a report about your money, a plan for the future in under 2 minutes for free. So go to futureadvisor.com/MBA. What an awesome lesson on how to sell out your first live event by Nathalie Lussier. You could check out all her work at natalielussier.com. Again, we'll put that in today's show notes at 100mba.net/191. And guys, if you want to learn more about our live event, Webinar Ninja Live, you can check out webinarninja.co/live.